It's go time.
What's going on, everybody? This is me, him, and the Pickles, a Steel City Fandom production. This is episode 3 for February 6th, 2026. We're still frozen, starting to thaw out here, but we're back for another episode.
We're all back.
Nonsense. We're all here. Ken and I are remote. Dawn and Justin are in studio. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about some nonsense and debate some fun topics and cover some nerddom news. So stay tuned for the show, everybody.
All right. Justin, what do you got for us today?
Got some weird Marvel happenings in the last couple weeks. Got one thing I do want to talk about. A YouTuber's brand new first movie that he directed.
My son saw it last week.
Came out this weekend. So want to have a few notes on that. Got some anime news. Looks like a little bit of wrestling stuff down at the end.
Sports,
a lot of sports
big
going
sports
on.
weekend.
Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah.
Who cares? Not me.
True story.
Brock, your microphone's a little low. Turn it up a little tiny bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Much better.
Good to go.
Oh, awesome.
So, we missed last week. We did 2 episodes, and then we went away.
Everybody really probably thought we screwed up.
We all had
Still here.
We all had engagements and different things going on, so we just took a break, took time off. The only person...
Last week was rough.
This week was rough. The only person that knew about it was Rob. Because me and Justin ran into Rob this weekend, and Rob was like, I had to drive somewhere the other day, and I went to look for a new episode of your podcast, and he was like, and nothing was there. What the hell? We were like, oh, we took a week off. So
It was definitely an unplanned week off.
at least we know
You do
Rob
have
cares.
fans. Or a fan.
A fan. At least we know Rob cares, right?
Exactly.
What
And
would
it's
you do
funny
without
because
him?
I mean, I don't think Brock ran into Rob, but I saw Rob. Me and him
No.
went to the Pens game on Monday night. So
You went to the
That was a
Pens
good-
game.
yep, went down, saw him lose.
I went
to-
on Monday.
Look at you guys just supporting
Wait a
local
minute, you were
Pittsburgh
there Monday
sports.
for the
Everybody but
Ottawa?
Justin.
huh?
Hmm?
You went to the Monday game against Ottawa?
Yep.
Yeah, me and Rob were there.
So funny you
Did
were
you hear-
both there.
That's hilarious.
Yep.
What'd you say about it, Brock? Why'd you go? Who'd you go with?
I went with my brother-in-law.
That's nice.
I have a friend at work who often has extra tickets, and he just gives them to me, which is nice.
Where were your seats?
Section 208, I believe. They're
My
decent seats.
family went last Thursday, but I ended up getting out of it. And my son Alex caught one of those shirts.
Oh, nice.
So he caught the shirt, and he was like, oh, I'm going to give it to, he's like, it's a little small. I'm going to give it to this kid down here or whatever. And instead, his brother's girlfriend had a dilly bar and was melted. The dilly bar was melting all over. So my wife made him give him the shirt so she can use the shirt to clean herself up. and he was like, "No, I'm just throwing it in the garbage."
That's horrible.
Oh, she gave it to Rob. He needs one.
I'm sure he does need one. So speaking of Rob, Justin and I saw him at, what was it, Anime Fest? Was this past weekend?
Anime Fest, I think.
We tried that out. That was here in Cranberry. Not the same location as where you're having it, Ken.
No.
Yeah.
The toy show is going to be at a different hotel in Cranberry.
Yeah, a different hotel. So this was very strange because when we pulled in, I would say 80% of the parking lot wasn't even cleared of snow.
Oh, yeah. No, they did a horrible job with the snow clearing and that.
They
at
had
that
one
hotel.
side of a little parking lot clear where everyone was like, almost running into each other trying to park in these spots. I almost wrecked into Justin.
Yeah.
He beeped at me.
I did.
He beeped his fucking horn at me. Justin and I went to breakfast. I bought him breakfast. He's having a bad week. Cheered him up. Then we go to the parking lot, and I clearly see him, but I'm like, I'm backing in, and he's doing his thing. And as I started to go back a little bit, he beeps the horn at me real loud. And I was like, "You motherfucker, beeping at me!"
Should have just rode together.
I saw the brake light or the backup lights, and I just panicked.
He got out of the car. I was like, "Don't you fucking beep at me!" And he was like, "I'm sorry. I saw the lights. I got nervous." What a little shit. So it was really weird that they decided not to clean a majority of the parking lot. So there were a lot of people pulling in, and it was very small. It was very small. Not worth $20 to get in, I would say.
No, if that's worth $20, Ken, you guys are a super, super good deal.
Yeah.
I have one of the things that the three of us talk about, at KRG is like we're very price sensitive.
Yes.
And we want it to be like, all right, hey, if you want to get in there early, you're going to pay $10. We're going to try to keep it $10 to $5 as long as we can. But
you'll get more people out that way.
Right.
Exactly.
But based off what Rob said, what he thinks these people paid to have it there, I'm surprised they didn't charge $50 to get in.
Yeah.
I mean, good Lord.
We talked about that Monday, and we've had discussions with that location and decided not to do it for reasons. And that, we'll leave it at that.
Crazy, yeah. So, I mean, they really didn't have much. They had 2 voice actors, not too famous. I guess a couple other people canceled because of weather. There's people selling fudge and popcorn, of course, and a guy selling the cosplay weapons, your standard that. A couple people selling statues, nothing even. Now, the one guy that had the most statues, he had them way overpriced.
Yeah.
I mean, he had Ban Presto statues that are $22 on Amazon. He had $50, $60 on each statue.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Ain't nobody buying this shit. So, but I bought a laptop keyboard map that had Vegeta on it, which was cool, and we bought a couple things, walked around for a half hour, but and then we ran into Rob and his family, and he was like, "Is this worth it?" We were like, "No," but they still went in.
Yeah. What do you think? Maybe 30, 40 tables?
Not even 4. No way 40.
Because I was thinking maybe 8 on each wall, and then they had back to back in the middle, maybe another 8.
Some of them weren't even some of them were things that remember there was a guy dressed as a wizard just sitting there in like a cardboard cutout hole, and you would go talk to him. I was like, I don't know what that guy's doing.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. He literally just had a wizard outfit on, and he had this cardboard setup where he cut a hole in to look like you're going up to see like a palm reader.
It was like the thing from Big, except a real person instead of putting a coin in a machine.
And I'm like, what's that? And then there was a lot of that. Like people they would do stuff that I don't even know what they were doing. I mean, there's people selling stuff was very limited.
Yeah,
there was 2 to 3 big tables. But
that's a shame. Hopefully, because I want everyone to succeed. But yeah, that's
right.
Unfortunately, they had a rough time. Like they had to go on the other side of the snowstorm and parking lots and vendors. We had vendors for our toy show cancel because of weather and the extreme cold that day.
Yeah.
So,
you guys lucked out so hard with the show, though. Man, you lucked out because it literally came 12 hours after your show closed.
Yeah, we were blessed. We were blessed that the people that we had showed up, and then it went well. It's
got everybody home.
We were able to get out of there. Yeah, so it was good.
So
good.
That was good. Yeah, you guys will do well here, especially at your price point, and you have more vendors. It'll be good. It'll be interesting.
We might actually. We were talking, me and Rob. I think we're sold out or close to it because we're only going to have, unless we invest and get another. There's an offshoot room from this one space, but it'd be too weird. We're going to talk about it, but we're probably capped out at 110 tables right now.
That's pretty good.
For the show.
That's good.
Yeah, so we're good.
And I'll tell you what, and not to sound just because I'm your friend, I'm gonna talk it up. But the people that you have there selling stuff, it's not horrible. You can find me and Alex found a lot of good deals. Whatever you're into collecting new, especially nowadays, whether it's DC, Marvel, Classified or Transformers. Everybody had good stuff, and there was nothing where somebody was like overcharging you a ridiculous amount of money for something, And then you had the people selling like old stuff, which still I thought was all very fairly priced.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we try to. That's going to be kudos to Rob. He's the one that handles all the vendor stuff, and he does a very good job in his due diligence in making sure that we don't have, not to,
Yeah.
We don't have we don't have any roof guys. We don't have any guys selling,
selling garbage
whatever.
for an exorbitant amount of money.
Yeah, we try to keep it very much, under wraps. So.
And on brand, like you said, you don't have like roof guys there that are like, hey, come talk to us about a new roof. It's on point and relevant to what the show is there for.
Yeah.
Where I've been to cons, like you go to an anime con and there's a guy there selling air conditioners. And you're like,
yeah,
what the fuck are you doing here?
I don't mind the fudge and popcorn people. I know they get a bad rap.
You gotta have snacks at these cons.
Yeah. Those guys at Pop Culture that did that all comic book show, me and Justin were talking about this. They kept their flyers that they handed out was like, just comics, no toys, no fudge was their thing. I'm like, I like the fudge.
You just lost a customer, bud.
What's that, Ken?
Have you been to their shows before?
No, it didn't really interest me if it's just comics. Like,
and that's what it is. It's like, I don't know how many, it's not a huge show, but it is tight. And it's like, me and Joel will go, and it's like, all right, hey, you're digging through dollar books. You're looking at people's wall books. You're like, and it's a good show, and it's a good price like to go in, because I don't mind paying to go in and basically dig through dollar books with Joel and BS. But it gets packed. But it's a good show. But
I like a little variety. I like the variety that you guys offer. So you can get some comics. If you want, you can get some figures, you can get some different stuff,
Yeah, we had, and I think we'll have. It's a nice mix. Like we have some Pokemon vendors, friend of the show, Lance. You just check out Lance's Pokemon booth and like for Pokemon cards at our show. It's
a lot.
It's legit.
Yeah.
Singles, sealed booster boxes. And then we're probably going to, for the Cranberry Show, have 3 or 4 comic vendors, then toy vendors. Like, we had a great, let me see if I can find, not to talk too much longer about the toy show, but we had a great YouTuber do a nice video trying to find this info so I don't butcher this. So bear with me a second. So if you look up Ray Yees, Reeyees, like the Star Wars character with 3 eyes, Ray Yees Retro Toys on YouTube, he did almost an hour-long episode on our toy show. Set up, talking to us, talking about the show in Cranberry, and just showing what he bought at the show too. So it's it's a good video for anyone that would like to watch it within this room or on the podcast.
Okay.
Minnie's annoyed because I didn't tell her about it, and she's just doing faces over here.
Good. Awesome. Well, that was our toy show anime review. We had a little sad news of some stuff we have to talk about. We had a passing this past week, which was really surprising, but go ahead, Justin.
Catherine O'Hara, the actress she was the mom from Home Alone. She was the mom in Beetlejuice.
She's the mom on Schitt's Creek.
Schitt's Creek. She's a tremendous actress and had a long career.
And they really haven't released what she passed away from, have they?
I have not seen any definitive cause of death.
Mm-hmm.
I saw one article that speculated that was dealing with some kind of a medical issue in the week or two prior, but it didn't sound like it was all that serious. But I mean, personally, I know some people that they had a cold and they let the cold go too long and they went to the hospital and they died. So, anything really at this point, it can happen. But she was only 71. So
Yeah. Someone said, oh, she was one of the best TV moms. I was like, she's a horrible mom. And I mean, I love her. I love that movie and I love her. But she's a terrible mom. That's in that movie. She's a pretty great mom, and Schitt's Creek was a really good show. I watched that a few years ago. I never really got into it when it was out, but that was a lot of fun. She was really entertaining in that.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin did a nice tribute.
He did
online after her passing. So
yeah, it's sad. It's sad. It's sad news.
And then this next story
is crazy.
Is fucking insane, and I don't have a lot of detail on it.
Neither
I've heard of it.
Yeah,
but. Today's show host Savannah Guthrie, apparently her mother has been kidnapped
for ransom with a ransom.
Okay,
note.
so it has confirmed there's
been
a
ransom note.
Jesus Christ!
And now there's speculation. They think that the sister or the brother-in-law might be involved somehow, and they were like. I mean, I don't know if any of this is confirmed, but there's all kind of stories floating around about her.
Oh my!
And did you see that video they did? It looks like something out of a movie. Where she sat, so Savannah sat in the middle, obviously completely upset about this. Her mom is 84 years old. She's gone missing. And it's her brother and her sister to the right of her who look like, I mean, everyone looks out of it, but like they're talking to the kidnapper saying, we got a ransom letter and, we just want her back. We want proof of life. And if you return her right now, we'll give you $2,500. I thought $2,500, like that's all you're offering. Wow. Like I mean, I don't know what you're supposed to do in that thing, but like the $2,500.
Who knows? Maybe that was the number they wanted. But are you gonna fucking kidnap someone for $2,500?
Now I guess she has a life alert on her, but like they said, it's not like. There was nothing on it that showed that she like had a cardiac moment. It was just removed. So like they didn't say like she was killed and whatever. But the thing that stuns me with this is I don't understand why her. Like this has to be someone that knows them.
It has to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean I know that Savannah Guthrie's probably a millionaire. She's a host on the Today Show.
She's famous, but it's so
But of
random.
all the people to target, there's plenty of celebrities with kids and parents and all that. This is so random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plenty of people who are, like, if this was politically motivated, there are plenty of people more to one side or the other than she is as well. So if it was a specifically politically targeted thing.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, this is just so, I agree with you.
It feels very, like, something's up there. Like, we're going to find out something here that, like, somebody in this family or something's going on. But I just hope and pray that her mother is okay. And this lady is not hurt and can return home because that's sad, someone her age. I'm sure she's terrified, but.
It's the first time I heard this. This is crazy. This is a crazy story.
It's an absolute wild story. It's like, honestly, Ken, it's like something out of a movie. When I saw this, I was like, what? Like, this ain't real, is this? The video of them talking looked like it was like something out of like Saw 2, where they're like, please return and we'll pay anything. We'll give you $250. I was like, well, okay, well, maybe would have started with like $100,000 or something like that.
They have to negotiate with terrorists, Don.
Yeah.
But I mean, not to make light, obviously, of the situation, but I mean, when was the last time you heard of someone in the U.S. that was kidnapped and literally kidnapped for ransom?
Ransom.
I understand this happens in other parts of the world very frequently, but here in the U.S., that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, it's very crazy. Very crazy. So, I don't know. Like I said, pray to God she's okay. Just, hopefully this ends better and there's a story instead of horrible and there's an even worse story. So.
Yeah.
All right. Debate topic of the week. Justin picked the topic, I see.
I just threw one in there. Best dipping sauce of all time.
It's a tough one.
For our debate topic of the week. For me, this is super easy.
Well, then you go first, Mr. Easy.
For me, it's ranch dressing. It's because of its, not just because I love ranch, because I do, but if I'm just comparing like ranch and the campfire stuff, I probably like campfire sauce better. But all time ranch is so versatile. You can put ranch on anything.
Not cake.
I probably wouldn't put it on cake. But, I mean...
I'm not going to put anything on cake.
Yeah, it goes well with vegetables and chips and things like that.
And pizza, chicken wings.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever had ranch on a... I've had ranch-flavored burgers.
It
I don't know
started with hot wings. Now, I take credit that I started the trend of ranch on your french fries because I started that in 1993 in high school, my senior year, where I had them put a thing of ranch out because of me, and we would put ranch on our fries. I started it. It spread around the world. No reason arguing it. That's a fact. So we'll move on from that. Brock, what's your favorite dipping sauce?
McDonald's hot mustard.
That's mine. That's mine.
I love it.
I was like, oh, I got a weird one for it, but amen. That is totally mine. It's the best sauce ever created, and it went away for like 10 years. Didn't it go away?
It did, and I was very upset about it.
It's the best on nuggets, french fries. I did burgers in it.
When I heard it was going away, I started stockpiling them.
Me too. I had them sitting. It's the best.
That's hilarious.
We ordered nuggets. Ken was over. We watched the Royal Rumble. Remember, Ken, and we ordered McDonald's?
Yep.
And my nuggets didn't come with my hot mustard sauce. I didn't even want to eat them.
He had a big baby moment and just threw his entire plate over onto the dining onto the coffee table. He's like, I can't even eat these.
Well, it was such chaos because like we're all ordering this food, and it was. I told you, Red Robin was charging us out the ass. We were all going through all this stuff, and then we have these orders coming in because we ordered for our separate families and all that. They didn't. My 2 sandwiches. They didn't even give me my sandwiches, and then they gave me my nuggets, my 10-piece nugget, and no fucking hot mustard sauce. And I was like, I don't even want it. I was like, I don't even want it. And then the men's rumble started. It was pure chaos because I got to keep track of it. And I was like, you know what? I'm just hitting pause. I was like, I'll eat these later. I didn't even want them. You forget my hot mustard.
Did you guys watch it live?
No, we were probably a half hour off, I'd say, right, Ken?
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
We were a little off.
I don't think I started it until after 3. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll get into that later.
I had a contract negotiating meeting. That was fun.
Yeah. Ken, what was your favorite sauce? We forgot you.
I don't know. Like, I do love all the sauces mentioned, but I don't know because if I'm picking one, it's got to be versatile. And I like ranch or French onion dip. Like, is good to dip all kinds of stuff in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chocolate pudding is good to dip cookies and stuff in.
Chocolate pudding.
Hey.
Or chocolate frosty for French fries.
I was going to say, Wendy's chocolate frosty for French fries.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, Saber and I make that thing that we call white stuff, where we mix cream cheese and whipped cream. That's pretty good for jizz. That's pretty good for dipping shit into it, too. You know what's a new sauce I've been using a lot of? Is jizz. I buy... What do you say jizz again? I buy Walmart's brand of Big Mac sauce. They just call it secret sauce.
Okay.
I dip a lot of stuff in that. I love secret sauce. It's just what?
Walmart has a lot of good knockoff
things. They do. Walmart does a lot of good knockoff.
I make my own ranch dressing at home. So like I buy the powder packets, and it's just buttermilk, mayonnaise, and the powder packet, and then I add extra stuff into it. So I
what extra shit could you possibly put into it?
I put some garlic powder, some onion powder, fresh cracked black pepper.
Oh, black pepper.
Little bit of grated Parmesan cheese. Like I doctor it up a little bit.
You get all in it. You make a whole tub full and just get in it.
I used to work in a pizza shop and have to make the ranch dressing, and it would gross me out because it's just a whole gallon of mayonnaise and then all this buttermilk.
That's specifically why I started making my own, Ken, because I always liked restaurant ranch better than bottled ranch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just started making my own.
That was my job. I was prepping food, and I had to prep all the ranch and everything else. It was just too much. Ugh.
Now, if you buy store-bought ranch,
he's gonna puke.
Will you buy like Walmart brand, or has it got to be Hidden Valley?
It's got to be Hidden Valley.
I buy Walmart brand all the time. My family hates me. It's just, it's fine. It tastes fucking exactly the same.
It does not.
What about A1?
Depends what you're using. If it's a dip on vegetables, then it's got to be like name brand. If it's
Yeah.
on a salad with other flavors, then you can get away with.
No, I like ranch dip too, which is like thicker. Around it, what are they putting it to make it thicker?
Probably sour cream.
Yeah.
Because every once in a while I'll add a little sour cream to mine too, thicken it up a little bit.
Yeah. I like ranch dip, and I always buy it for parties and get-togethers, and then I kind of forget I have it. This summer we had like 2 or 3 parties or whatever, my birthday and 4th of July. I found 3 of them in the back of the fridge, and they were all still good. So I just mixed them together.
I agree with Ken in the French onion thing. The problem is, where I grew up with a very particular brand of French onion dip that's only sold in that little region of the country.
I'm not surprised. And it's the only one you'll eat.
No, I have graduated. I don't mind hell of a good dip now. But
Okay.
but growing up on bison French onion dip, there's none better.
Bison. There you go.
Bison. And bison.
M. Bison. I like McDonald's barbecue sauce too. I think that's pretty good. I get one of those and I mix it in with the mustard sometimes.
That's too sweet. It's too sweet of a barbecue
You're too
sauce.
sweet.
Too sweet.
I'll
What
do-
about fancy sauce?
What is fancy sauce? Ketchup and mayo.
Ketchup, mayonnaise. Yeah, and maybe a teaspoon of sugar.
I think Heinz sells that now. They call it mayo
I
chup.
think they do. Yeah, I
they
think
do.
so.
Yeah. They do all their mayos mixed with stuff, barbecue sauce, things like
Some
that.
mayo and mustard.
Oh, I love mayo and mustard. I do that.
I don't
do
know.
mayo and mustard and a little bit of ketchup in it sometimes.
I don't like to mix them.
French fries, mayo and mustard is really good.
I do like just plain mayo on fries.
Yeah.
Dutch.
I feel like mayo doesn't offer much. Let me ask you this question. Are you a mayo or a Miracle Whip?
It depends.
Of course.
No, you're wrong already.
I
enjoy the tangy zip of Miracle Whip.
I
I like it
I'm gonna
too.
throw up in a jar.
I do mayo on sandwiches,
Yeah.
but if I'm making like egg salad or
You want some Miracle Whip.
tuna salad, I use Miracle Whip.
What's the
Wrong,
difference
eh?
between the two of them?
Miracle
one tastes
Whip
like
is,
ass and one's delicious.
Which one do you hate? Miracle Whip.
You can only eat Hellman's mayonnaise. That's the only type of mayonnaise that you can eat. That's the only
Bring out
thing-
the Hellmann's and bring out the best.
No,
Yep,
you can
Hellmann's.
eat Walmart mayonnaise because that's what I buy. I buy light mayo
that's
too. My family hates it.
Listen, I don't know what kind of styrofoam bullshit from Walmart you're just constantly purchasing.
Great value or whatever they
Gross.
call it now. It used to be great value. Now it's something else.
Value that's great.
Mm-hmm. Some people like that Duke's mayonnaise, and that's all they'll eat.
that's a big Southern thing.
Mm-hmm.
Duke's isn't too bad. I've had that before, but I'm a Hellman's.
No Miracle Whip though.
No, it's gross.
According to Google AI, Miracle Whip has sugar and other spices in it, where mayonnaise is supposed to be just oil, egg yolk, and vinegar.
Okay. Yeah, the sugar. That's the sweetness and the
Yeah.
tartness. And all.
That's gross.
Do you know my friend Carmen Butler?
Yeah.
Yes.
Carmen refers to everything that's a white substance as mayo. So, people that know Carmen, he's probably like in his late 60s now, 60,
Which just blows my mind.
66-year-old
Yeah.
black man, and he's old school. And he's like, he says to me all the time, "You white people love that mayonnaise." He's like, I don't. He's like, and all of that white shit that you people eat, classifying us, he's like, it's
all
all mayo.
mayonnaise.
He's like, ranch is tangy mayo. He's like, that's like wing mayo. He's like, that's mayo. Sour cream's mayo. Everything's mayo. And I'm like, that's not true. It's not all mayo. He's like, it is. All of it. All that white stuff that you eat is mayo. And it's gross.
That's funny.
Yeah, everything. Sour cream, creme fraiche.
Creme fraiche.
All right. So we got some, that was fun. We got some headline stuff in the world of sports. It is the Super Bowl this weekend.
Is it?
Woohoo!
Was anyone excited for this game at all?
No.
Nope.
Why
The
are
only thing that would make me excited for this game is if they brought back Marshawn Lynch and gave him the ball on the goal line
for one run?
for one run.
Yep.
He could probably still play.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
From the 1 yard, at the very worst, from the 1 yard
Oh
line.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm serious, so I don't get fined.
Yeah.
So me and Ken were talking before we got on here, and I was saying there just feels like there's no story with these two teams at all. Like
They're trying to push this rematch narrative, but I don't think anyone's buying it.
when did
Yeah,
they
who
play
cares?
before?
That play.
But the Marshawn Lynch game,
Oh, that's right. That wasn't. I forgot that it's New England.
Literally the
I was
exact
thinking
thing
it
we
was.
were
I was
talking-
thinking it was Denver for a minute. It's New England. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Maybe. Yeah. I guess that's what they're gonna go off that. But like,
but I don't think there's anybody on either team that's still there.
no.
coaching staff,
No.
just owners. Like that's it.
And there's no like heel team like the Chiefs or the bad guys, and you want them to lose or.
I mean, historically, the heel team would have been New England,
Yeah.
but it's a whole new organization.
right.
And Drake
Right.
May's actually a likable guy.
Yeah. And they're all like,
Well, I don't go that far.
well, I really
There's
feel
no
like.
heels.
I really feel like New England had the easiest run to ever to get in a Super Bowl.
They really did.
They really did. They played a backup quarterback. It snowed so bad you couldn't even see the field. Then I don't really feel they really had to play anybody that tough to get there.
Oh, did they have to? They beat Buffalo.
No, Denver beat Buffalo.
Okay, never mind.
They
All
played
right,
the
yeah.
Texans at home, which the Texans have a good defense, but
But
But-
here's what I'm going to say: is I understand playoff wise they did have an easy run, but they won that division, and they
They
beat
did.
Buffalo.
they did. Yeah, they did.
They played some good games to get to where they needed to go, and that's what just shows what winning your division and having home field advantage is a key. And
Yeah.
that's,
Yeah. Like the
So-
Seattle game, they played the Rams in that NFC Championship. That was an exciting game. That could have went anywhere. That was like a battle for them to get there. Where that other game was terrible against Denver and that backup quarterback. That was a terrible game.
terrible.
Terrible.
I think the weather was the biggest factor in that.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
got crazy. Yeah. So I don't know. We were also talking how there's not really like Marvel's not doing a trailer. I know this comes
there's-
up later on. They're not doing any Avengers Doomsday, no Spider-Man, nothing like that. DC's not doing any like of their stuff.
Unless you watch the Puppy Bowl. If you watch the Puppy Bowl, you're going to get to see a Supergirl teaser,
You don't think I'll be doing that?
which they've already released a teaser for that movie. So
Yeah.
I love the Puppy Bowl gets it.
I guess DC is partnering with some organization that raises and trains guide dogs.
That's
So
about right.
and I believe a number of these puppies that are going to end up being guide dogs are going to be part of the Puppy Bowl. So
Okay.
my mom watches it every year, so I always
Is it at halftime or something?
no. It's like a whole day event. They replay old ones and
No, my God. What
Yeah, it's-
channel's this on?
Animal Planet.
it's either I was thinking either Animal Planet or like the Learning Channel, like one of the ones where the name of the channel isn't anything that's of the programming that's on the channel.
This sounds terrible.
Uh,
So yeah, you have that. I don't know. Yeah, it seems like it's not a very hype Super. I mean, I'll probably watch it, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch it just because it's the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. And then we have what? The Olympics starting this week.
Yeah, well, actually, technically, some of the events have already started as early as Wednesday this week.
Okay.
Opening ceremony is Friday night, and then they've done one of the men's downhill skiing events. The medal round is already on Saturday.
So weird that it starts opening ceremonies, but hey, let's get this one out of the way.
Yeah. The only thing I can figure is maybe because I know they've added some events and
Yeah.
there's so many people that participate that maybe they just can't fit it all into the 2-week period anymore.
Yeah. I can't wait to watch curling. I thoroughly enjoy
curling's my
watching.
favorite thing to watch.
It is.
I'd rather watch curling than any other hockey.
Yeah.
anything.
Curling is fun.
Curling's fun. I do like Olympic hockey. I'll watch some of that if it's on. And I don't mind speed skating too. I think speed skating's pretty exciting. But
But what about the luge?
the luge is, I mean, that's pretty good. Skeleton, we were talking about that. That's some crazy shit.
That's a good name for that event because probably 1 out of 10 people that participate become a skeleton.
Yeah, I mean, all that shit's crazy. Yeah. But I don't watch too much of the skiing stuff.
I will probably watch snowboard halfpipe.
Yeah.
I always enjoy that.
What's the event called where you're basically Snow Job from G.I. Joe, where you ski and then shoot people with a gun? Or
I
shoot
think is it biathlon? Because it's just 2 events. It's skiing and shooting.
Skiing and shooting.
I think the decathlon is the summer event, Ken.
Yeah.
Hey Siri, what's the snow job Olympic sport?
Snow job event. That's what it looks like. You have to go out on the skis and you're skiing along. If you have a big ginger beard, you look just like him. What's your favorite event, Brock? Curling?
Yeah, I enjoy curling's fun. I enjoy I like the freestyle snowboarding and stuff like that's kind of cool, and
Yeah,
the downhill stuff.
That's cool, yeah.
Biathlon is the snow job Olympics.
Biathlon. Who is doing the opening ceremonies? What singers doing the performance there or whatever?
I don't know.
I'll Google it. Hold on.
Ken will Google it. What's your favorite event? Curling also?
No, my favorite event I think is
Ice skating.
It's hockey.
Oh, hockey.
I mean, I like watching a bunch of the other events, but from just a pure sports perspective, it's hockey.
I don't watch figure skating. That kind of bores me. Ken, who's the performing artist?
It doesn't really say.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Because it's in Milan, Italy, so it's not like they're gonna have like.
I bet you Andre Bocelli's there. Him and his son.
Just tell me.
What?
According to AI, the 2026 Winter Olympics opening ceremony in Milan features an all-star lineup headlined by Mariah Carey,
Okay.
who is singing in Italian.
Okay.
The ceremony on February 6th also includes performances by Italian tenor,
Andre Bocelli.
singer Laura Pausini,
Okay.
rapper Ghali, Ghali,
Never heard of it.
pianist Lang Lang, and mezzo-soprano Cecilia Bartoli.
Okay. A bunch of Italians just bringing it
But
up.
fucking Mariah Carey headlining it in Italian.
I might like to see that. I like Mariah Carey. That'll be interesting. I called it.
Sabrina and Paccatori will also be there.
Joe
Whoever that is.
Cacciatore.
Oh yeah, I see that. They're special guests. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try and pronounce either of those names.
Nice.
I like to get. I'll get Peacock for this time period because I always miss curling. But with Peacock, you can just go and pick what event and watch it on there. So.
Oh,
It's
nice.
already populated with a ton of stuff. Peacock.
Cool.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they
So
have a
I'll
free
watch
trial.
Probably. You want to see people yell?
Peacock's cheap enough.
What's that, Ken?
I said Peacock's cheap enough. I'll just get it for a month, then cancel when I'm done with this.
Yeah.
Because the Super Bowl is also streaming on Peacock. So.
So you can watch people yell hard, hard. They gotta yell hard.
Female curling is like cranberry soccer moms shopping at Target. It's just they all look the same.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh yeah, it's just a regular lady who doesn't look athletic who's just sweeping.
Yeah. I love the sweeping. I once looked up like curling supplies, like, you know, to get to like brooms and a thing. It's so expensive. It's like, oh, this is a professional broom. It's like a $400 broom. Like,
I can't even imagine
There's
those
curling
stones.
leagues in Pittsburgh you can go to.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's
can't.
what we should
Mount
do.
Nebo is a big one, I think.
let's quit the podcast and start a curling team.
We can make the Olympics in what 2030.
Yeah. And it's just the 4 of us.
I'm down. Let's do it.
Who wants to
I
throw
don't.
the
I was
ball?
gonna say I don't know that any of us are flexible enough to get down in that one-legged crouch
Brock
position.
is, of course, Brock is. He can handle that. Brock will get in that
It
crab.
doesn't seem necessary.
Brock will get in that crab position and slide the thing, and then me, you, and Ken will brush. I'll coach. I'll be on the sideline, screaming
Everyone's
hard.
got to throw a rock. Everyone's got to throw a stone.
Yeah, you gotta throw a stone once in a while.
I can't imagine how much those fucking stones cost.
1 stone.
1 stone. All right, we're starting. You heard it here first. It's gonna be called Me, Him, and the curling team.
Him and the stones.
Coming soon. All right, it's everyone's favorite time in the week, Justin. It's box office news. What do you got for us?
3 brand new small indie projects. Well, except for Send Help, I don't think is indie. It's a smaller project, but anyway.
Is that the one with
San Raimi.
who's the chick?
Mean Girls.
Send Help. Mean Girls. Yeah. What's her name?
I knew this earlier. Jennifer
Gardner.
We know who we're talking about. The rest of the people listening, the 4 other people don't know who we're talking about. The girl from Wedding Crashers?
Rachel McAdams.
Rachel McAdams. There you go. I like Rachel McAdams.
Yeah.
So this is that movie where they're stuck on the island with her boss. This made $19 million.
Yeah, a little over $19 million. Iron Lung came in second, which is a self-funded indie horror movie. Made $17.8 million. Just in the U.S., in the worldwide, it's over 20. It's almost 21 million worldwide.
Were we talking about this later on?
Yeah, I'll bring this back up
okay,
later.
And then I'll save it.
Well,
And then Melania, the documentary about the 20 days leading up to Trump's 2025 inauguration.
Okay.
Her, basically, a camera crew followed her around for the 20 days leading up to the inauguration.
So 84 million. Not too bad for
84 million overall.
February. Especially with no big hitter in there.
Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, Avatar got... It's not even... I think it's 5th now.
Oh, it's out of the top. That's right. It's out of the top 3. I love it.
So...
Fuck you, James Cameron. And your Avatar stupid movie.
Let's see. How much has that made? It's 1.4 billion worldwide.
When was the last time we went to the movies? What did we
It's
go
been a while.
for last time? We didn't see anything in the fall, did we?
It's Jurassic Park, I think.
No, after Jurassic Park was Superman.
Okay.
So would it have been
Superman.
Superman, our last movie? Probably.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't think
Yeah,
anything...
I went to see the Demon Slayer movie.
You did, but like we didn't go anything in the fall. There was nothing. Man, that's crazy. Nothing in wintertime that we were excited for.
No.
Yeah, we had that run. We went to Jurassic World. What? Superman and then Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So Fantastic Four is probably the last one we saw.
Yeah, I think you're right. And Thunderbolts was early in the year.
Thunderbolts and Cap were in the earlier in the year. Yeah. Crazy. It was a bad year for movies.
It was. It definitely was. All right, should we move into the movie news?
Sure.
So, in the Marvel perspective, there are a number of credible rumors going around from, nothing from Marvel, but leakers that have had a lot of accurate reports in the past that they're saying they're going to split Secret Wars into two parts now.
Of course they are.
So we get part 1 in what? December 28, and then
Or 27.
No, because Yeah, 27. Cause
26 for Doomsday, 27 for that one.
Yeah, so part 1 in 27 in December, and then part 2 in 28 of December.
Now, did they have to pay Downey Jr. for an extra movie there?
I would hope that because it's
$80 million, billion, trillion dollars.
Yeah, I mean, my guess is they probably just filmed everything they wanted to film, and they were like, "Holy fuck, this movie's 6 hours long."
I bet he's gonna they'll have to pay him more based on his contract. I bet. 'Cause that's
Yeah.
gonna be
Yeah.
something
It's probably
different.
based on screen time.
They'll have to all give him their firstborn child, is basically what they're going to have to do.
Yeah. But I would rather have this than
sit there an hour to a 6 hour long movie.
Yeah, like have them make the movie like 3 hours and 45 minutes and still feel like have it feel really long, but have the story feel like ultra condensed.
Well, it is a massive story to tell.
So yeah, I'm fine with this if this is the way it ends up going.
I just hope that well, I guess it will push back future plans because you won't be able to like start a new X-Men movie or something else because you're still waiting for that one.
Yeah.
I would like
They might put them out pretty close to each other.
No, that's what I was just about to say, Brock. I would hope that they do that instead of like wait a whole year. If it's made, do we need to wait a whole year for it? You know?
Yeah. Well, and maybe then, maybe you could do like a Doctor Strange 3 in between there, to where maybe he's doing something that takes place in the middle of that story, and they just shoehorn his movie in between the two.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool.
So,
all right.
I don't know. Moving on to Warner Brothers. We've already mentioned this. Supposed to be maybe a Supergirl teaser during the Puppy Bowl, which I think it's, like I said, Animal Planet, I think. But, who really gives a crap about that? Executives from Warner Brothers and Netflix sat before the Senate Judiciary Committee this week defending / discussing the buyout. It seemed to me to be a lot of very politically motivated questions rather than financial and monopoly, like, because usually when you sit before the committee, they're like, you're creating a monopoly, you can't do this, tell me why this isn't going to be a monopoly. But this seemed to be a lot of very politically motivated things. So I don't know. It's very possible this merger could be denied. So who knows what's going to happen with this. But no major news, no major decision one way or the other came out of the meeting, and I'm assuming they're going to be talking about this for months.
Yeah.
This isn't something that slips through real quick, so if we hear anything new, we'll keep you guys updated.
I know what I wanted to say here. I was racking my brain trying to figure it out. I saw a Marvel update that, and this was, I forget who based this. It was a theory that, and he put all these like tying things together, that he believes that Steve Rogers, when he went back in time and all that, that he somehow by the TVA is dropped, or by somebody, into the Fantastic Four universe. And they showed this clip of when they were, when there was people watching the Fantastic Four TV show, and there's like a dad with his son, and they like zoomed in on it. They were like, it looks just like the back of the head of Steve Rogers, and that's the universe they're in, and they were hiding him from like the TVA and something else.
Jesus.
And that this ship that shows up with like the Fantastic Four in it, all that Steve is going to be there. Like he used PIM particles to come over and drop off the shield, and he broke all kind of TVA laws, and they really make it seem, this guy who he talks about it all the time, that Steve Rogers is the focal point of this Doomsday movie or something. Like,
interesting.
So I hear new theories all the time, but that one kind of caught my interest, the way he was piecing this together.
I saw one Marvel thing that some really sweaty nerd went into a lot of detail talking about how Robert Downey Jr., Tony Stark, has been Victor Von Doom the entire time, entire
I saw that one
thing of the MCU. That because if you guys remember when he runs into his dad in Endgame, when he goes back in time,
the timeline doesn't match up.
The timeline doesn't match up because it's apparently there's a point during that scene where you see the date, and it's like July 4th or something like that. And Tony's birthday in the MCU is supposed to be like May something. And he's like, my wife's pregnant. And he's like, how far along is he?
She's not here.
And and he gives it, and Tony makes like a really weird look, like, this doesn't make sense if this is me. So there's that because I guess in the comics he did have a brother, but there was something, either deformity or something wrong with him, and so Howard Stark hid him, and then they adopted somebody that became Tony. Yeah. And so the speculation is that they're going to have that they're going to switch it. It won't be Latveria, it'll be Sokovia. and that they adopted a child from Sokovia that, when you take everything back, ends up being Victor Von Doom.
That's going to make everyone's fucking brain hurt. It's making my brain hurt right now.
Yeah, it's very convoluted, but I can see them trying to do that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Just to try and make it make sense that it's the same actor.
Yeah.
And for no other reason.
Yeah, I mean, when they could just be like, it's a variant look at, people look different in different universes, and
yeah.
But yeah, it was interesting, but it's very convoluted, and it kind of wrapped my brain.
There's a lot of those out there, yeah.
So, last thing we had in Warner Brothers, going back there, we did get a first real good look at Jason Momoa as Lobo last week.
A TV trailer.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah, looks fine. I mean, I don't know why nerds get so excited over Lobo. I mean, you two read comic books for a long time. Were you big Lobo people? I mean, Ken, I know you didn't really read DC a lot, but like, I never got.
I was never a Lobo fan.
Lore for Lobo is the way people are like, oh my god, we're getting Lobo finally. Like, who fucking likes Lobo? It's kind of like.
Maybe.
I've never been a Lobo fan.
No, me either. I don't really get why people think it's so cool. He's a guy that like can't ever die. He's like a big Deadpool. Like, you can't kill him. He regenerates, and he's just rude. And he's a bounty hunter. They use him in every fucking cartoon they use him in. He shows up. He just disrupts things and all that.
People seem to like anti-heroes.
I don't even think Lobo's a hero at all.
He does do some okay things.
He's getting paid.
Yeah, but I mean, that's, he's a bounty hunter. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like Deadpool.
I don't know. Deadpool's a little bit more intriguing to me, a little bit more funny, a little bit more.
But I mean, even Lobo breaks the fourth wall, doesn't he?
No, not really. No.
Okay,
Not that I've seen in anything I've seen.
I thought he did that too, but maybe not.
Every time I've watched either Justice League cartoon, now I was watching Young Justice now. Anytime there's a Lobo episode, I'm like, oh, fucking hate Lobo. I hate this episode. So, I'm not really looking forward to this movie at all.
It's going to be a DC. It's going to be a gun DC movie.
Yeah, it's going to be terrible.
Somebody made a meme that said, "That's so cool that this actor is playing somebody in both Marvel and DC," and they show the guy who's playing Adam Warlock.
Yeah.
And so now I can't unsee that Millie Alcock, or whatever her name is, looks exactly like that guy.
Like the Adam Warlock actor.
I can't think of his name, but like, if you see them side by side, it looks like that dude wearing a wig.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
I can't unsee it now.
That's pretty funny.
I'm gonna have to go look them up because I don't.
Can't remember his name.
Oh fuck! Just looking at her. God damn it, Brock! No, I can't unsee it either.
Millie Alcock. What a great name.
It's the same person.
All right. Little bit of Disney news. Bob Iger is retiring for the second time. Officially this time. The Disney board has named Josh D'Amaro as the successor at CEO, and they're promoting Dana Walden to President and Chief Creative Officer. These changes will officially take effect at the next board meeting on March 18th, but Bob Iger will be staying on as a senior advisor, finishing out his contract, which ends December 31st, 2026. So Iger will still be there through the end of the year, but the CEO and new President and Chief Creative Officer positions will be fully into the new people in March.
Okay. Will Poulter was the name of the actor we were looking for.
That's it.
Will Poulter.
So hopefully this one will be successful and they don't have to pull Bob Iger out of retirement again.
We'll see.
I guess this guy I think he was over the parks portion of the Disney business, which is Parks and Entertainment, which is their biggest portion of their business. Bob by a long shot.
Mm-hmm.
So people seem excited within the business world that know him and know what Disney's kind of goals are. So we'll see.
We will see. We will definitely see.
Moving on to other stuff. This is where I'll bring back up the Iron Lung. So this is pretty remarkable. So this movie was co-written, directed, starred, and edited all by YouTuber Markiplier.
Which I didn't know who this was, Markiplier. But Alex brought me up to speed.
Yeah, I learned about him through other YouTubers. I've never really watched much of his content.
Yeah.
But I've known about him through other YouTubers. But he started his YouTube channel in 2013. And the Iron Lung apparently is a video game. It's a horror game that I wasn't aware of. And he co-wrote the movie based on this video game. And like I said, directed, starred in, edited, and produced. Self-funded. They made the movie for $3 million.
Yeah.
And it's now sitting at $21 million worldwide.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
It's a great story. He did a great job. Alex saw the movie and he said that he was a little, because Alex played the game and liked the game. It's a little, I mean, the game. It's a little hokey. Some of the things, like the game is like the Earth is like run out of resources. They always do stuff like that. It's an apocalyptic future. They send him as a convict to explore these other worlds, and he lands on a planet that's like it's one big ocean, but the ocean's blood, and it's like it's a little. Why would the ocean be blood? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And he has to go through this bloody water, and there's monsters, and it's jump scares for the game. You know.
Okay.
So it's it's okay, and he said that like the first part of the movie was like a little slow to get where they were going, and then it had the scares and all that. He said, but he thought that Markiplier did a really good job. You know.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people. It's actually doing decent with critics.
That's scary.
Is he snoring?
I think so.
He is.
Can we mute him?
Yeah, I'll mute him.
Leave it in.
Poor Ken's had a long day.
I'll mute him.
No
one wants to hear him snore.
But I saw.
I do.
I saw the. He did basically. He made a YouTube video just kind of thanking people for the success.
Yeah.
He's said, we never expected this. He's
Yeah.
like, this is crazy. He said because it was self-distributed as well. They didn't go through a major distributor. So he said the cut is different. He said it's basically 50-50 with the theaters, which is a huge improvement for theaters over what the normal contracts are. But he said, even with that, he said everybody on the crew, everybody that was a part of this is getting big bonuses.
Yeah.
So it's good to hear. Everything I've seen about him, he's a pretty decent guy.
Yeah. And it's probably what I would like to see the film industry move into.
Yeah.
If you have your...
That's what happened. The music industry is all self-published and produced and everything now, so...
Start putting together some stuff like this.
It's going to give us new ideas, fresh faces, new ideas, instead of the same things over and over again, reboots and sequels and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Less masters to serve, too.
Exactly.
Everything's being made by the creators and not Hollywood.
Yep.
Right.
Moving on, Fast and Furious 11, hopefully the final movie in this epic saga, I guess.
We can only hope.
Now has an official title and release date. It's going to be called Fast Forever, and it will be coming out March 17th, 2028.
Is it 3 parts too?
No, this is supposed to be the last one.
I remember that rumor going around. It was going to be like 3 parts.
Well, no, I think they wanted to, and they wanted to blow the budget out of the water, and because the last couple movies have not performed up to their previous standards, studio was like, no, cut this back, cut your budget back. We're not spending $300 million to make this movie when it may not make that back at the box office.
Right.
So they finally, they're ready to go. Title, release date. It's going to happen. And hopefully, like I said, this will be the last one.
It's going to be really weird when they bring Brian back, though.
I hope they change direction.
I don't think they're going to.
I don't either. But
he
I
made
hope
that
they
promise
do.
on stage. His promises. He's going back to street racing, whatever the other dumbass promise was he made, and then it was, and Brian will return.
I'm Brian.
I'm Brian.
I mean, his one brother does look a lot like him. They won't have to do a lot of CGI, but I wish they had just something happened off screen and it was a tragic accident. And,
yeah.
But
whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is. Hugh Jackman has a new take on the Robin Hood story called The Death of Robin Hood, coming out June 19th.
Okay. Interesting. Is he singing in it?
I don't think so.
Because if he's not Wolverine, he's fucking singing and dancing and everything like that.
Yeah, no, this looks kind of like a Wolverine with a bow and arrow. He looks...
Did you see he made a movie recently? It was about a Neil Diamond tribute band.
I saw that.
But, like, I saw that and I looked this up because I was like, oh, this must be like a tragic story. But it's not. It's just a guy that made a Neil Diamond tribute band.
Yeah.
Why does anyone care about that?
I don't know. There's something famous about it, but I don't really know.
I read through the guy's Wikipedia thinking like, and then he killed his wife and like, or a drug thing happened. You know, like there's got to be a reason you're making a movie about it. It's like, no, the guy had success at carnivals for years and then retired. It's like, why is this a movie? Why wouldn't you just make it about Neil Diamond then? You know, like.
Who knows?
I mean, what a weird idea for a movie. Who pitches an idea like that?
It is very strange.
It is very strange.
So we already
Should we
mentioned...
unmute and check on Ken, see if he's snoring?
Good Lord.
I don't think I can unmute him. So he's stuck on mute.
All right, that's all right.
Wonder if he's awake yet. No, he's probably still sleeping.
He
got tired fast tonight.
So we've already talked about not being super excited for the Super Bowl, and the commercials aren't really anything to turn the game on for this year, which is unfortunate. No Marvel, no DC. So the either fully announced or anticipated Super Bowl trailers, Hoppers. I'm not even sure what that is.
I have no idea.
It's a Disney movie about they created some new animal or something like that.
Okay, all right. The Mandalorian and Grogu, that one I am looking forward to.
Yeah.
Toy Story 5, I could give a shit. Super Mario Galaxy movie, we've already seen a decent trailer.
Yeah.
So I don't really care about that. Minions 3,
No.
I have said for a long time, the Minions are great side characters. They should not have their own movie.
No.
Disclosure Day, I am looking forward to because I'm really interested in that movie.
Yeah.
And same for Project Hail Mary. I want to see more from Project Hail Mary. I'm super excited about that.
I don't really care.
Did you see the Lego sets they leaked for that today, Justin?
I did. Lance actually sent it to me while we were at dinner.
They look pretty good.
Yeah. That's one I'll probably pick up.
What are they, just spaceships and shit?
Yeah. Minifig. It looks like the character, and
So I'm surprised this is a big book series, right?
just one book.
Just one book.
Yeah.
Surprised Lego chose this to do Lego sets.
I am too a little bit.
Yeah.
I
I don't even really think I'm excited to see the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer. I don't even think I care.
You've given up on Star Wars.
I have given up on Star Wars. I'm gonna watch that Darth Maul show,
Okay.
but like, cause that looks good. It's Darth Maul, but like, I don't even care about this shit anymore. I don't care about any of this anymore. I don't know.
I'm looking forward to wrapping up this story. It should have wrapped up with the seasons, and Grogu should have stayed with Luke, but that's a whole other decision. That
Should have wrapped it up about 100 times by now.
So, all right. Moving on to Netflix and streaming news. If anybody knows anyone who's still using a PlayStation 3 as their primary Netflix streaming device, let them know that they got to go out and find a used PS4 somewhere, because Netflix will be dropping support for the PS3 next month.
That's hilarious.
I'm sure there's a good bit of people who, like, their kids are using it or something like that. Or...
I'm sure there's a bunch of like poor college, high school kids, or you know, They probably were like, yeah, it's what I watch it off of.
And why wouldn't it continue to work though?
So they dropped support. This is the second gaming system that they've done. They dropped support for the Wii a few years ago.
Like the original Wii.
I think the original one.
The 2007 Wii.
But it may, who knows? Maybe they're ramping up their technology to, do something new and special, and the PS3 hardware just can't handle it.
They probably can't track people's IP addresses on it, is what it is.
Yeah, that's probably it.
That may be also.
They're like, oh shit, we have no idea who these people are. Remember the Wii, you had the finger and you would point to the streaming thing and use your little Wii finger?
Yep. Moving on to Disney Plus. Anybody checked out the new Muppet Show yet?
Not yet.
The trailer looks great. I fully intend to check this out. I have so many fond memories of being a little kid.
There is a new Muppet Show.
Yeah, like Sabrina. Seth Rogen is producing. Sabrina Carpenter is.
Hello. What'd you say? Hello.
She's in the first episode.
Okay.
Maya Rudolph makes a cameo.
It sounded like you said my Rudolph, like your Rudolph that you have.
Maya
Rudolph.
Justin's Rudolph.
But it's just going back to the old Muppet Show. Special celebrity guests, the Muppets being insane, Gonzo trying to shoot himself across the stage in the opening.
Maybe the world needs the Muppets nowadays. Who knows? I don't know.
Couldn't hurt.
But it's funny. They in the trailer that I saw, they're actually referencing that. They're like, hey, the Muppet Show is back. Mm-hmm. Maybe for a limited time if you people don't watch us.
Yeah.
So it's on the nose, but I think that will make people laugh.
Yeah, maybe.
And it's on Disney Plus, so I mean they already have a huge subscriber base. I don't think that show's going to get many new. Like people aren't going to be like, oh, I got to get Disney Plus so I can watch the Muppet Show.
Bring back Muppet Babies, and I'll be on board.
If this does well, that would not surprise me if they revive Muppet Babies.
I think Muppet Babies is on there already from
really?
A couple years ago.
Oh,
yeah.
Really? No.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So I remember there was a big controversy because Gonzo wore a dress in one of the episodes.
Oh God. So go watch the Muppet Show. It's nostalgia.
How many times have they tried rebooting the Muppets though? It's got to be at least
I remember
5
what's
or
his
6.
name from Forgetting Sarah Marshall did movies. What's his name?
Yeah.
Jason
Segel.
Jason Segel.
Yeah.
He did some movies where he was like with the Muppets. Those were what, like 10 years ago, maybe something.
Wow,
like that.
and wasn't his character in Forgetting Sarah Marshall working on a big play for Muppets?
Working on puppets, yeah.
So
He's a fan.
He's a fan.
Moving on here, Brock, I know you binged Wonder Man right when it came out, right?
I did. I was up. We've been sick again, so like our days and nights are all mixed up with the kids and everything. So it was a pretty quick, because all the episodes are right around a half hour long, so it just took a few hours to watch it.
I'm 6 episodes. I've watched 6 episodes.
Okay.
My wife was like, "What is this show we're watching?" And like,
It's odd.
We watched 1 episode, and she was like, and then by the 2nd episode, she loved it. She was like, "I love these two." She's like, "They're so funny together. I love their friendship." She loves Trevor Slattery. By the 4th episode, she was like, "I just want to hang out with him. He's so funny." She loves the connection between the two of them and the way they are and the friendship and the story. It's one of the most different Marvel series I've ever watched, but the acting in it, I think, Brock, is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's hard to deny Ben Kingsley.
I don't know where they go from there, though. Like, once you finish it, you'll be able to talk more about it. But it's like, it's one of those things, like, I don't know how you come back from with these characters, how you're going to come back from it.
Okay,
kind
I'll
of
have
thing.
to see. We'll watch the rest, the last 2 probably this weekend. But, like, so far as the characters, they're both very likable. They both do a really good job. It doesn't feel like a Marvel thing right now. Like, there is the hint of him having these powers and, like, what they're doing. So, not a spoiler, but the premise of it is that Trevor Slattery, once he left Shang-Chi, that pocket universe, Narnia, he was grabbed the minute he landed in Los Angeles by damage control, who are trying to like capture everybody, and they're like, "We're going to put you back in jail," and they offer him, if you want out of jail, you have to go meet Simon Williams because he could be one of the most dangerous people on the planet. We want you to get close to him. We want to know, is he dangerous? So he sets up this like running into him being in the Wonder Man movie, and they end up like becoming friends. And I mean, they're both really good. What's his name? Yaha?
His name is difficult to pronounce.
Yeah.
The guy that played Black Manta.
Black Manta. Yeah, he is a great actor. He's really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, they had an episode where he goes and sees his brother, and his brother, Brock, correct me if I'm wrong, is the Grim Reaper. Eric Williams. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So his brother's a dick in the show.
Yeah. So his brother's supposed to be the Grim Reaper Hydra agent. I don't think they're going there. They introduced Doorman.
I don't think so.
Who was like
Doorman was great.
A Wonder Man villain. He got like an episode.
Well, he was a great like Avenger.
Yeah, that's right. Doorman is. Yeah, but they did this whole episode with like Doorman's background. And you're like, where are they going with this? And then at the end of the episode, you're like, oh, that's where they're going with it. Like, okay, that made total sense.
All
you know,
right.
like, because like they do a lot of that in there. You know,
There was a line in the first episode that didn't make any sense. Like, oh, here's your Doorman contract.
Yeah. So there's a lot.
It was a callback to that.
Right. So they do a lot of that. So I'm eager to see how it ends, but it's nice.
You have to pay attention because it moves quick.
It does.
I'll try and binge it this weekend.
Some episodes are 23 minutes long.
Yeah,
and that's it. So
I watched 13 episodes of My Hero Academia in 2 days. I think I can catch up with 8 episodes of this in a weekend.
Yeah,
it's an easy watch. It doesn't really drag very much, even though it's not like an action-packed show at all.
Not at all. But again, it's just the acting, I think, is what lures you in. You know, when they're
having it's hard not to fall in love with the characters. Like, I hated Simon Williams at first. I thought he was just a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But then after like learning that he's just like an overachiever and all that, like you kind of start feeling bad for him.
Yeah, and of course Betty Kingsley is great. You know,
he's good in everything he does.
Trevor Slattery is a character that I never thought after watching that, because I didn't like Iron Man 3 at all.
Yeah,
and I didn't like what they did to the Mandarin and all that, but he's an entertaining character.
He's a great character. Like, he just doesn't have a clue that all this stuff's going on around him, basically.
Yeah. So, yeah, go check it out. We'll finish it up. We can talk about it more after we all watch it.
I enjoyed it. I was the first couple episodes, I'm like, I don't know where this is going, but then you just, like, you can't help but love the characters.
Yeah.
Cool. Looking forward to it. Anybody on to Fallout Season 2 yet?
I have not started it.
Okay. And I think Kenny's still sleeping, so we'll move.
Ken, have you seen Fallout Season 2? Let's see if he answers. Oh, he's got to be really fucking sleeping. I mean, like, he's got to be sawing logs in half at this point. He probably went to bed and just left the computer on.
Possible.
This is an all-time Ken pass out on air. I should not have muted. I should have left it off. But I ended up being want to listen to the snoring going on.
Oh, man.
I'm not asleep.
Oh, yeah, you were fucking snoring into the microphone. We had to mute you. You tired man. We had to be clear into the mic.
Have you started Season 2 of Fallout yet, Ken?
No.
Okay.
No. I just kind of dozed off. My bad.
All right.
Well, I figured something was going on because what were we talking about? Something in comics, and I was like, Ken, how do you feel about Lobo? And you're like, oh no.
And then like a minute later,
it hits me, comes quick, knocks me out.
It snuck up on you.
It's all right. Little bit of anime news. Crunchyroll, out of the blue, announces a $2 price hike. Virtually no warning. And they, I guess a month ago, they got rid of their free ad-based tier.
Bastards.
So now the cheapest Crunchyroll subscription you can do is $9.99 a month.
Anime got popular. More people started buying it and watching it. Before Crunchyroll was like who has that? Why do you have that?
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh yeah, shit, yeah, we like that shit. We
Yep.
need it.
And then 2026, this is the year for the OG anime. This will be the first time since 2014 that we will have new episodes of the Big Three and Dragon Ball Super in the same calendar year. So
Now, I thought Dragon Ball Super, that they didn't announce the date for it yet, though.
it's late 2026
Because
is
I
what they
saw
said.
that they did the announcement that they're going to do, if you don't watch it, there was a saga that took place after the other one called the Moro Saga, which they never went into. Instead, they made those Brawly movie, they made that Super Powers movie, so they're going back and picking it up where it left off. This has a lot of this is a big deal for Dragon Ball fans. And they're actually going to go retell some of the original Super stuff through a different point of view. They're going to re-release a movie called Beerus, which will be good. But this is right back with Goku and Vegeta and the whole thing, and just more ridiculous levels of power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as of right now, it's late 2026. No, I'm sorry. It's October. According to what I saw today, it's October.
Yeah, I saw that there wasn't a full-on thing for it yet.
The Naruto one is late 2026.
Okay.
But in April, we get One Piece coming back with the start of the Elbaf arc. Late 2026, there's some kind of a 4-episode like mini series of Naruto returning. July 2026, we get part 4 of Bleach: Thousand Year Blood War, and then
Wait. I'd rather drink bleach.
There you go.
there you go. And then, according to what I saw today, in October, we're getting this new Dragon Ball Super stuff.
So don't ever call it in front of me the Big Three. It's the Big Four.
Well, no, Dragon Ball stands above the big
He's
three.
their dad.
It's the OG, yeah.
But yeah, he's their dad. The best anime picture ever is Goku carrying little baby versions of Luffy
Naruto and Ichigo.
And Ichigo, yeah. So yeah, it's a good year for original animes.
Yeah.
Good to have them back.
Has anybody either read or heard of the Mistborn series by Brandon Sanderson?
No.
So he has...
And I think I just answered for these other two as well.
He has... I don't even know how many books are in his series now, but he has like 2 or 3 different series that all live in this Cosmere universe. And he just signed a massive deal with Apple TV I believe they're gonna do his Mistborn series as shows, as a series, and his other series they're gonna do as movies. But they're all in like the same big universe. They're just in, I think, different time periods.
Okay.
And right now there's 2 trilogies of a 3-trilogy arc for the Mistborn series is done, and that stuff is all like high fantasy.
Okay.
Witches and sword and sorcery and stuff like that. But he has plans to evolve this universe into almost like a Star Wars type thing, where it's like science fantasy.
Right up your alley.
As it gets towards the end of the series and everything gets put together.
It's got to have one successful launch, or none of this is going anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'm
he's
intrigued.
He's already insanely popular in his book series. I mean,
Zack Snyder thought he was going to launch a new world with Rebel Moon and all that, and that right in the toilet.
But I mean, I think all of his Mistborn books, I think, have all been #1 bestsellers. He has a huge following. Now, they will have to do them right. If one movie comes out and the book fans are like, this sucks, this is nothing like the books, they will never make another movie again.
It's dead in the water, yeah.
But he has the deal that he signed. He has creative sign-off on all of it. He's going to be a producer. He's going to be assisting in the writing. So he's going to be very involved with this. And the reason he said that he signed with Apple was because they gave him the most creative control that any other studio was willing to give him.
And the most money.
No, he said it was purely creative control. So we'll see. But I'm interested. I've heard of these books for a while. I haven't read any of them or listened to any of them. But they're wildly popular around the world.
Okay.
I'm intrigued. I always like when people do things with fantasy that like are different than just like your typical sword and sorcery.
Yeah. And evolving the universe. If he can pull it off, that'll be really cool and very different.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to a little bit of gaming news. So PC gamers probably know the name Valve better than people who are strictly consoles. But Valve owns Steam, the PC gaming one of the PC gaming marketplaces.
All right, I like Steam.
And they have been developing some hardware. It's going to be called the Steam Machine. And it was announced back in November. And they had hoped to have pricing available at this point. But apparently because of the global RAM and storage shortages and cost hikes, it's probably going to delay the release. And it's going to increase the price that they had originally targeted now.
Okay.
Have you priced RAM or storage recently?
It's insane. The RAM that I bought for my PC in 2023, I think I paid a couple $100 for. Equivalent to that now would be almost $800.
I buy RAM on almost, I'd say, semi-weekly basis for work. I bought like 16 gigabyte sticks in September. They're like $20 a piece. They're now over $100.
It's crazy.
Wow.
And then hard drives, 500 gigabyte hard drive, it's like $50. Now they're about $250. It's insane.
AI.
It's taking all our resources.
It's Anthropic, it's OpenAI, it's fucking Google and Microsoft. All these assholes are buying up, and they're not even. The thing that pisses me off, OpenAI has reserved GPUs for like the next 4 years. Like they've already. I don't think they've paid for it, but they've already reserved like 80% of the GPU market for like the next 4 years. It's insane.
It is.
It pisses me off.
Get angry about it.
Well, it does suck because like we're now better off just replacing PCs instead of upgrading them.
Yeah, 100%.
And with limited budgets, especially in public ed, makes that near impossible to keep things up and running.
Yeah.
But it's all part of the apocalypse, the machine apocalypse that's coming.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to some toy news. What we got, Dog?
Yeah.
Did I talk about I can't remember if I did it. Did I talk about DC's Mattel lineup announcement? Did I do that last week or a couple weeks?
Well, it wasn't last week because we didn't do a show. And I don't remember if you talked about it 2 weeks ago or not.
Did I talk?
Who was in it?
I feel like it wasn't announced by the time the toy show. Like this happened after, I think.
All right, so they announced that they are basically doing. It sounds to me like they're going to do. Ken collects WWE figures, so you know, Ken, how they do like a $13 basic figure.
Yep.
And then they have what? Elites, and then they have Ultimates, which are Elites are like the $24 range, and Ultimates are like $34 range.
Yes.
So it sounds to me like they are going that same route. So the first thing they're releasing is a line for kids, which is a cheap line, which has like basic 6.5 inch figure size. And it was like a plain Joker, a Batman, a Robin, a Deathstroke, a Superman. I mean, nothing fancy about them whatsoever. Collectors lost their fucking minds on this. Because if you read the article, they said then there will be a collector line that won't be till 2027 is when their collector line will come out. They haven't announced the scale or anything like that. People are like, these are horse shit. Yeah, you people that hated McFarlane's, and other people are like, this is for kids. Like, you have to understand it. Like, you know, I've been talking to people online about it and everything too, and I'm like, that's what toys are supposed to be for our kids.
Yeah.
Like, and I think it's cool that they're going to do a line, just like the WWE figures they do. There's a line of wrestling figures that kids can afford. And then that way you start collecting wrestling figures of there, and then maybe when you're older, you want the Ultimates or the Elites or whatever that has to do. Why not this for kids? I think this is good for kids. You know, to something to get into. So, I'm all for it. I like to see what they're going to do. It also means that McFarlane has the rest of the year to release anything that he had a sketch for or a plan for. He's allowed to release throughout the whole rest of all 2026. So if he had it in already, whatever the proposed thing is, he's allowed to release that.
Okay.
But
That's fair.
already Walmart's taken them completely off of the rack. Like, you'll get a little bit of McFarlane's in a collector line, but, like, they're not really in the toy section anymore. They don't really do much with them. So, I think I'm going to still buy some just because he's, going to do some better ones. But it's cool to see what Mattel's going to do. There was also a new classified wave announced, which I thought was cool. With Airtight, haven't had him. They're releasing the Sergeant Slaughter's Marauders guys, which are from the movie, if you've ever seen the movie. Zartan's daughter from the comic book is getting a figure. Ninja Zartan. So, some cool ones in there. Not all of them I'll buy, but some of them look pretty cool. But the big one that I saw this week, which I haven't confirmed that this is true yet, but the rumor is that Henry Cavill's new Voltron movie, that Hasbro got the license for it.
I saw that somewhere too.
That they have the license for figures, vehicles,
board games,
all sorts of things. Hasbro owns this too. Then there was people putting out AI fake images of it, like looking terrible, whatever. Someone put an image out and there was 2 red lions in it. I was like, I don't think there's 2 red lions yet. So I'm excited if they have that. That'll be pretty cool. So depending what they look like, we have no idea what this movie even's going to be or what it's going to look like. All I know for sure this movie is Sterling K. Brown. Sterling K. Brown is the bad guy. He's Zarkon. It's the only confirmation I've seen. So there you go.
Sterling.
You got some toys there in there, Brock.
Yeah, Lego announced the K-pop Demon Hunters line of sets. They're going to start with a Derpy Tiger buildable figure, and then they said they're going to branch out into the entire system sets with those. So it's going to be everywhere.
Did you, Brock, speaking of K-pop Demon Hunters, did you see those Entertainment Earth figures that are the 12-inch figures?
$300.
Now don't
insane.
be crazy. It's only $280.
I thought 2 of them were $280 and one was $300. I thought Rumi was $300.
No, she's $280.
Okay.
Because Paige sent me the link to it and was like, I want this. 12-inch.
They were on Maddie Collector or whatever it is now, and they sold out in 15 minutes, and they were 150 there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think people just are those Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, and all those guys bought up a whole bunch of them, thinking that they're just going to sell them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that's what happened, but
speaking of K-pop Demon Hunters, Brock, I was so mad that Golden didn't win the Grammy the other night. It got beat out.
It won a Grammy, but it didn't get Song of the Year.
Song of the Year, it lost to Billie Eilish's song, which I never even heard that song before, and I'm like,
I never heard that song either.
I'm like, I hear Golden all the time. How did Golden not win Song of the Year?
Yeah, I was right.
What?
Big Bad Toys, Rumi is $299.99.
Oh wow.
The other 2 are $280.
Who's making those?
Hot
the
Toys.
Mattel ones?
Hot Toys.
Hot Toys.
Okay. That
That
explains.
makes sense.
They're
Those
they're 1/6 scale. They're pretty
12
big
inch.
figures.
Yeah, they're 12-inch figures. A lot of collectors collect Hot Toys. They have real clothing and real, all that stuff. Skin.
30 points of articulation.
Yeah, they come with a lot of shit. If you're a Hot Toys collector, you have to have some money because it's not a cheap hobby.
Clearly.
Yeah. And then I put another Lego set on there. Justin now has a companion for his tuxedo cat. They're making an orange cat.
No, because see what that would do is that would be my mom's excuse. Well, we need to get an orange one now to match, and I don't want another cat in my house.
I will reach out to your mom directly.
Brock, I will kill you.
And the mood he's in, he may mean that. You never know.
My mom's hairdresser does that all the time. Oh, when are you gonna get your mom a cat? I'm like, she has a cat.
Yeah. I need more cat hair in my house. I need a hole in the head.
This cat doesn't have hair. It has plastic pieces.
Get it. Buy it for her birthday.
Good. I'll wait till next year then.
Nice. Comic book news, I'm a little behind on some of my reading. The Superman Homelander book did come out yesterday, but I don't have it yet. I heard people were a little disappointed in it, so.
Did the teddy bear thing debut yet?
I'm not sure if that's out or not. I did last week get Absolute Batman 16 with this really cool cover with him and Wonder Woman on it.
Love her sword.
Which is pretty neat. And this was a good book, too, so that was good. And then take a look at Absolute Zatanna, who debuted. And Absolute Zatanna is the leader of this universe's Suicide Squad.
Interesting.
One thing I thought was really stupid in here, to Brock and Ken, you'll get a kick out of this, is they announced they have a 2-page preview of the new comic book collaboration between DC Comics and AEW Wrestling.
Yep, got to buy it.
And it's DC x AEW. They had a preview in here with Mercedes Moné and Wonder Woman together. And then I was reading through it. It's so fucking stupid. I mean, they got like Will Ospreay and Nightwing, and they're like, John Moxley gets in Batman's face, and I'm like, this is so stupid. You know, so they have them all like comic book-esque kind of people, and it's a team up. I think they mentioned it on Dynamite last night, but you couldn't really hear what was going on. They were talking about it. But it's a book launch, and you're going to get it, Ken.
Yeah, I'm going to get 2.
You should. You don't want Batman and Swerve team up?
That's exactly what I want.
You need it. So that was comic book. We already talked sports. Do you have any other sports talk? Or
I don't think so.
Should we make Super Bowl predictions?
Sure. Go for it. You start.
I think New England's going to win again over the Seattle Seahawks. I'm going to say 27-24.
I like Seattle. I like their defense. I think they'll be tough for New England. I think this is like a Sam Darnold kind of story here with him finally proving all the haters wrong and winning a Super Bowl. I say Seattle. I think it's going to be a boring game. I say Seattle like 24-17, something like that. Ken?
I have a prediction. I'm going to sleep quicker watching the Super Bowl than I did on today's podcast.
Who's your winner, Justin?
Where is this game?
San Francisco.
I'm going to go with the Seahawks then.
Silence.
I think it's going to be I also think it's going to be a boring game. I'm going to say 17-14. Seattle.
Ooh.
All right.
Defensive battle.
10 points less than me.
There you go. Well, let's talk some quick wrestling topics. I had a couple to bring up here before we spread it around to everybody. Because we had the Royal Rumble this weekend. I know the three of us all watched it because we got together. And I think, Diana won a little bit of money off of it. Her friend John won a little bit of money off of it. So it was in Saudi Arabia. It was 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They didn't start this Rumble till 10 o'clock at night in Saudi Arabia.
Did half the people leave?
You know,
that place looked empty by the end.
I still have no idea. So they did this thing, Justin, where they had these LED lights. Now, mind you, they built this stadium in a month in the middle of
downtown. Just for the Royal Rumble.
Just for the Royal Rumble. It was a parking lot in the middle of Riyadh, so they'd have the city in the background.
I wonder how much slave labor went into the building of that arena.
They had these lights, LED lights, like next to your head. But when all the LEDs were on, you look in the crowd, it looked like no one was there. So,
well, from what I read, there was no one there.
Well, see, some reports, people were like, yes, there was a lot of people. The other reports are like, yes, a lot of people got up and left because it was late. You know, the other problem that I heard from some people that were there was no water. Because, they put, this guy who's like a doctor sent this letter to Jim Cornette. And he said that usually they get there at like 5 o'clock and the show starts at 7 and they go through the whole thing. He said that they didn't tell any of the ticket holders there that they weren't starting the show till 10 o'clock at night. So everyone showed up at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. They never told them. And they had to wait for like hours before they could even get in. They didn't have proper working bathrooms. There was no water. They had to go to like one guy selling water in a parking lot. He said the real battle was trying to get in the water line to get water. He goes, mind you, we live in a fucking desert. So everyone was so like dry and thirsty. It was cold. The food, they couldn't get food. The seating was bad. No one knew where they were going. It was like an absolute disaster. And it didn't end until 2 o'clock in the morning. And then they shot off a full fireworks display.
That's crazy.
At 2 o'clock in the morning when this ended. And, like, I guess on Sundays, they're not off on Sundays. Like, Sunday's a work day for them, however their week goes. They're like, so people have to work in the city and they're shooting fireworks off at 2 o'clock in the mormorning.
That was the first thing I said when they started the fireworks display. I was like, I'm sure the locals appreciate this.
Yeah.
Because it went on for like 15 minutes.
It did.
For a long time.
They're just blowing them off. So, let's talk about a couple of things from it. There was only 4 matches. AJ Styles lost. He retired. Do you guys think he's really gone?
No.
I don't know what's going on with that because I think he deserved better than that.
I think he did too. I didn't even think it was that great of a match. I mean, it was okay.
Yeah,
I don't like Gunther matches. They're all the same to me. You know?
They are.
The
Put
stupid
him in a sleeper hold, fight out of it, back into the sleeper hold,
Yes.
power bomb, back into the sleeper hold, and fight out of it.
sleeper hold, pass out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it didn't. I don't know. I thought AJ deserves better than that too. But I mean,
At least AJ didn't tap.
yeah. And it wasn't like, and I thought people were like, AJ's going to be on Dynamite Wednesday. Like, he did a Stephanie McMahon podcast today, and he's there doing that shit. I don't know. He said, yeah, if my son wrestles...
I'm sure he has a job there for life if he wants it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like in the performance center and stuff like that.
He's coaching his son right now, is what he said. He said, if my son wants to become a wrestler, I'll come back and wrestle a tag match with him. I'm like, all right. Yeah.
Doesn't he have 5 sons or something like
He
that?
does.
He does.
So you had that. Sami Zayn lost clean, which I loved. I'm glad Drew beat him clean.
Me too.
I was happy for that. I like the way Drew did it. I thought that was good. I love Drew as a champion. I think, you know, I don't want to see him lose. I think he did a great job in that. Saudi Sami.
It just solidifies he's winning that belt at WrestleMania then.
Next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, next year in Saudi, Sammy will win a title. One of the titles there, for sure. Yeah. What did you think of the women's Rumble, Brock?
I thought it was better than the men's. They did a good job that, like, throughout, they weaved in a whole bunch of story.
Yeah.
Like, they set up the Bellas reunion, and you know they're going to end up winning the tag titles at Mania.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But I don't like all the story that they're telling.
I don't like that one either, but yeah, for sure.
Their tag division is so good right now, the women's tag division, and then they're going to drop the Bellas in there and just stink it up.
I thought all the new girls in WWE did really good. Like, I thought
Lash
Kiana
Legend was awesome.
I thought Kiana James did really well.
Yeah, Kiana James, when I think I put her as my quickest out on our prediction sheet.
Yeah.
But she was in there for a while, and she was featured a lot, too.
She did good. Like, Soul did good. Lola did good. Like, even I thought, I'm not the biggest fan
Kalani
of
Jordan had a
JC
couple.
Jane, but yeah, her and Kalani did really well.
They set up a story between the two of them. They set up something between JC Jane and Sol Ruka during that. Like, it just seemed like the Women's Rumble had a purpose to, instead of just getting to the number one contender.
Yeah.
It's like they had stuff throughout the whole, like, just like setting up little rivalries and stuff throughout the whole thing.
I was shocked Bianca didn't come back, but she must not be ready.
We all messed that up on our prediction sheet.
We all had that down. All of us did. Yeah. I think Liv is the right choice. I think Liv has become a really big attraction on Raw. She has character, personality. I like her stuff. I think that was a right call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just hope she doesn't get hurt, because it seems like every time they put her in that top tier, she gets hurt.
That is also true. Then you had the men's. I like the way the men's began. I like the Obafemi stuff. I like how
the first 5 people.
dominant he was. The part that annoyed the shit out of me was Jey Uso. coming down, doing that long ass entrance, and then Brock Lesnar gets eliminated while Jey Uso's doing his entrance, and that was like not even thing. And then he's running it back and all that. That is so fucking annoying anymore.
It was so stupid. Like, why? I think at the time there were 8 people in the match.
Yeah.
Why are 8 guys going to stand around while this idiot does that?
I know. It's
stupid.
Oh, it's so
I'm so
annoying.
sick of Jey Uso.
Yeah, they've really made people hate Jey Uso with the way they use.
I don't know if maybe that's by design. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Who stood out for you the most? Ken, who stood out the most for you on the male roster in the men's rumble?
Not knowing the NXT talent, Oba Fleming looks like a star.
Yeah.
You see him come in, as a very casual WWE guy, seeing him there is impressive and makes you want to watch. He seems like an attraction. You know what I mean? You want to see him.
You turn the TV on and you're like, holy shit, look at this fucking guy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He talks well, too, Ken. You didn't get to see that part of him yet. He's a really good talker, too.
Yeah.
I feel like did they have some kind of promo on him where he was I feel like I saw something, but
Maybe.
that could have just been
maybe
social media or something. Social media, but I think him
he's really a total package.
Also too was it Javon? Is it Javon?
Yeah, Javon was the Iron Man. He went the longest.
Yeah, what's his last name?
Evans.
Yeah. I know Trick. I feel like Trick.
I thought they did Trick dirty in this Rumble. He wasn't even in there for that long.
They did, and they've been pushing him pretty good on SmackDown.
Yeah.
He's been mixing up with Randy Orton and guys
they
like that.
Just brushed him off in this real fast.
But
LA Knight had a good Rumble.
Yeah, eliminated most of the Vision.
Mm-hmm.
Who do we think the Masked Man is?
I don't think
took out Braun Breaker.
I don't think they know yet. I think they just want to make you think it's Seth, so that when they get to Mania, Seth can come back and it can be Seth and Breaker in their storyline.
You know who I'm hoping it is?
What?
Adam Pearce.
Yeah, Scrap Iron Adam Pearce.
Is that who you thought it was?
I think that would be the best story. They've been bullying him, beating him up.
Mm.
He's not that old.
No, he's not.
He's probably my age or younger, even.
Yeah.
And he keeps in well enough shape to still keep going.
It was built like him. I think that would, and then give him a Mania match. The Breaker could just destroy him, but I think Adam Pearce deserves a Mania moment.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's intriguing. It's something for him, They're
probably not going to go there, but like you said, they're probably just putting... I think they're definitely doing the Black Scorpion thing where it's a different person every time, just so you can't really catch the scent of who it might be.
Right. Yeah.
But that messed up my whole night.
It did. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of things like that. Are like, oh, I'm out of this all day. That guy lost.
Well, I had Braun Breaker entering at number 1 because they screwed up on SmackDown during I think it was Johnny Gargano's entrance. It said. Entrant number 1 in the Royal Rumble, Braun Breaker, across the bottom of the screen for Johnny Gargano's entrance.
Yeah.
So I put it on my sheet just because I'm like, oh, then they changed him to number 2.
They changed him to 2. Yeah. So the winner was Roman Reigns, which I was fine with. I thought I didn't want Gunther. I was glad he got rid of Gunther.
I didn't want to see Roman in the title picture again, but.
I'll tell you what. I was a little like, what are they going to do? But I thought on Monday that him and CM Punk had the spot of the year. Well, they had a spot together that I thought was hotter than anything that they've done since a while. I mean, here's the thing that I like about it. Every year since. Well, even with Roman in there was always a lot of times where we had no clue what the main event of this show was going to be. And you didn't know what it was. And you're up there to almost a week later, and you're like, what the fuck is the main event? Is Cody wrestling or not? Or who is it? I think they did good with this by having him come out. Him and Punk had a great promo. They have a lot of history. And you now know that that's the main event. Now you can build down from the rest of the show. That's closing Sunday night. There's no doubt any little thing that's going to change it. They're just going to build to it. So I like it. I think it instantly made that title important.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think we're going to somehow get to a triple threat for the other one with Drew, Cody, and
don't be surprised
Jacob
it doesn't
Fatu.
go to a fatal 4-way at some point too, because there's a lot of names there.
Or they go to Cody and they keep their Randy in there to make a fatal 4-way.
See, what I would like to see happen, because I don't like multiple man matches for the main titles, is you remember Cody hit Randy with that Cody cutter by accident in the Rumble. I hope they're in the chamber, and in the chamber, Cody pins Randy, and then Randy snaps on him, causing Cody to lose. I would much rather see Jacob win the chamber and have Jacob and Drew. It's a fresh matchup we haven't seen. I don't want to see Drew and Cody anymore.
But Drew also eliminated Cody from the Royal Rumble when he wasn't even in the match.
It's true. Yeah. I'd like to see Cody and Randy. I think that's a match they haven't had ever, maybe 20 years ago or whatever. But so that would be interesting. But we'll see. They have possibilities to go. I don't know what they're going to do with people like Sammy. I don't really want him in that at all. You know, they'll probably move Trick down to the U.S. title with what's his name. They have history.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was happy. I was happy with the end of it. I'm a Roman guy, so.
I just like. I don't think he needs the title anymore.
I feel like the thing that they tried to establish with him is when he won the Rumble in 2015, everyone booed the shit out of this guy. They were so mad. Remember, they had The Rock come out and raise his hand, and people were still booing him and hated him. I feel like they fixed a mistake by letting him win a Rumble. That like the crowd was happy, people were generally happy. Last year was like the feel good Jey Uso. You know, we had the feel good guy last year. This year they went with their main event star. And that's the thing. You know, I didn't want Cody for a third time. That wouldn't.
No, I definitely didn't want Cody.
Yeah.
No.
You know, so I mean, I would have been fine if they. I ideally would have liked if they would have just shocked everybody and did Oba Femi, but Oba's gonna fight Brock Lesnar at Mania. I think.
Maybe. I don't know if they'll go there yet.
Or maybe Gunther.
He hasn't had a single match other than the Royal Rumble in the main roster.
Yeah. Yeah. People were mad that he squashed the War Raiders on Raw.
Who cares?
But I saw a thing about it that Ivar trained Oba Femi in an NXT class that they have for big men, and they're real close. So the report I saw was that Ivar, being one of the guys that helped train him, suggested, come do a segment with us where you like lay us all out, so it looks like you're instead of laying out two jobbers, lay out two big men. So like that was the reason that they did that scene, which he looked impressive.
I mean, he still laid out two jobbers. It's just the
well, yeah,
they're former multiple-time tag team champions all over the world.
The Viking experience.
The Viking experience. Other WWE news going around. The Rockstar Ava surprisingly quit NXT as the general manager. A lot of stories going around here. I don't really know if this was like they made her leave or she left.
From everything I heard was that she left on her own.
Yeah.
There's the rumors that it was political. Her girlfriend got fired recently.
See, and her girlfriend's still employed there, though. I looked it up.
Is she?
Yeah.
Okay. And another thing is, my coworker friend of mine, we're talking about it today, she probably reached her peak within the company.
Probably.
Let's just be honest.
Yeah. I mean, let's be real here. I never had hate for Ava like a lot of people did. I never thought she was
me either.
that bad. But yeah, you're right.
She was getting better.
Yeah, there really wasn't a lot there as far as like where's she going to go, you know?
Right.
I mean, she got that job
I think
she's the rock
smart
star.
enough to realize it.
Yeah.
I think she's smart enough to realize that, and she's like, I could pursue other things that I won't be constantly compared to my father.
Right.
And she probably doesn't have to work a day in her life either, so...
Well, yeah. Yeah. Your dad's a multi-millionaire. I don't really think she had to be too worried about... Because I saw people were like, why would you quit this job? You know, she's probably making good money. You're like, dude, she's the Rock's daughter. She's probably...
Isn't he worth like $800 million now at this point or something like that?
Money
and her mother is also worth over like $500 million because all the production stuff that she does.
Yeah, I think she'll be just fine. But
so I think... I think there's a lot of factors that could have went into that, but I don't think it was anything like ill-intentioned or anything on either side. So
Yeah. Well,
everyone has to make a story out of something, though.
we wish her well, whatever she does. Like I said, I never
Yeah.
minded her. I always thought she was okay, but
Mm-hmm.
Brock, did you have any wrestling things that you wanted to talk about, other than what we?
No, I didn't watch a lot of wrestling this week. We have another bug in the house, so it's been very fun here in the evenings. So,
Ken, did you have anything?
No, I just thought this. I don't know. As a part-time wrestling fan right now, I didn't find this Rumble to be overly exciting. I don't know.
I think it's hard to get excited for these ones that are in Saudi Arabia. It just has such a different feel. I know the fans are like into it and everything, but like,
and that's great for them.
great for them. But I feel like everyone's
Saturday afternoon to commit to watching anything is damn near impossible.
yeah.
Like Benny had Kung Fu at 1:30. Hope had basketball at 1:30.
Mm-hmm.
I had a union meeting at 1:30. Like,
yeah, it's different.
Like,
yeah,
just right smack dab in the middle of the day, on the day that most people use to get things done.
Yeah.
I mean, my thing about it is I always have a good time with it. Like, I had a good time. Like, Ken and I had a good time, just sitting there joking about who's coming out next. Like, one coming up for you, Brock, and I was like, oh, Brock's up next. And I'm like, it's going to be Brock Lesnar. And it was instantly Brock Lesnar. And I was like, oh, we started laughing. And then we were coming down to the women, and Ken was like, 29 and 30 left. Who had 30, Ken? Your wife, right? Yeah.
And Mindy had 29.
No, I had 29. Mindy had 30. So we were like, one of us is getting Bianca. Like, we're gonna win this with Bianca. And then my music hits and it's fucking Brie Bella. And Ken just starts cracking up, pointing at me, like, and I was like, what the fuck? I just wrote down stupid ass turd as the name on the sheet. So that part of the Rumble I still enjoy. It's always fun, Be more
and that's
fun.
The thing too is, it's more fun to watch it than it is that, like, if I would have watched it by myself, I would have been like,
You'd have been asleep. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have fallen asleep. Yeah.
So next year, hopefully, it's at a normal time we can get together again.
Yeah.
The Royal Rumble has been a snake bit event. It's our favorite event, but we've had blizzards and all kinds of shit.
Sicknesses, all kinds of shit.
In the last,
Remember we were going to go to that thing? We got invited by Colt Cabana. We were going to go to that watch party with him that he invited the store staff to and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it got snowed out.
Yeah.
He never came into town.
Yeah.
Todd got us to hook up for that.
Yeah. Just crazy. And then, there's all kinds of stuff that we've wanted to do, but it's either been like a snowstorm or this or that. And then
My daughter was born.
Yeah.
Always
They were doing the
something.
countdown. And they did
It's a girl. I still came out for that one, though. It was a few days later.
Yeah. So there you go. That was WWE stuff. We'll see what happens in WrestleMania. I did watch a little Dynamite last night. They're really pushing Andrade.
That's good.
Yeah.
He's a talent.
Here's the thing.
He's somebody like they could do a thing.
Here's the thing with his gimmick, which is really strange, is he comes out with all these clothes on, and like a black jacket, and a shirt,
multiple
a mask,
masks.
multiple masks. It's this scary thing. But then in the middle of the match, because he's a bad guy, he starts taking his clothes off. And last night, he had like 4 OnlyFans models who were taking pictures of him, and he posed and he kisses them on the cheek, and they kiss him, and he kisses them. And I was like,
he's single now.
I was like, what is this? What is his character? He's this evil guy, but then he takes his pants off, and the girls get all excited.
He's Latino Rick Rude.
Yeah, he Ken. That's fantastic. He is Latino Rick Rude, and he is Don
He did
Callis.
look like he got bigger.
Yeah,
He keeps himself in shape. Like, did he beat Omega last night?
he cheated. They had the screwdriver. He was going to stab Omega, and then
No, so he's in the Don Callis family too.
yeah, Swerve came out, and Swerve kind of stopped it, and then ended up distracting Omega, and he hit Omega in the balls, and then pinned him. Now, to get to where we were, Kenny Omega had to wrestle the walking weapon, Josh Alexander. Then he had to beat not Colt Cabana, Rocky Romero. Then Hangman had to beat nobody, but Andrade had to beat 2 other guys, and then him and Kenny fought. Now Andrade will fight Hangman in Australia, and then the winner fights MJF at a pay-per-view. But MJF has to fight Brody Lee because MJF lost to Brody Lee last night in 5 seconds.
In an eliminator.
In a title eliminator.
Brody Lee's passed away.
Brody King. So Brody King was standing there. Hangman came out. MJF got distracted. Then they did the Dragon Lee Gunther thing from Raw the other night. But MJF, did you see that on Raw when Gunther choked out Dragon Lee?
Yeah.
And then Dragon Lee went limp. They did the same angle, but apparently, according to the AEW Lords, Brody does that to everybody, which
he does. That's part of his shtick.
That's part of his thing. So he choked out MJF. MJF passed out in like 3 seconds, and then he pinned him, and now he fights MJF in Australia for the title.
I have to say, just because we talk shit on AEW, the 2 things we talked shit on AEW the most in the last 2 events, they've changed. This is the first time I think a title eliminator has worked.
2 of them worked. 2 of them worked on the show. They did 2 title eliminators. Megan Brain and Penelope, whatever, beat the girls. So there was 3.
Did they ever actually explain what the eliminator is? Because the reason the eliminator comes from, you can't challenge that champion if you lose.
That's not what this is. They pick a random fucking person,
okay.
and instead of calling it a title eliminator, they should just call it, you have to beat the champ twice, they have to beat you once. Because that's all it is.
That's 2 out of 3 falls, then.
Yeah. You have to beat the champ twice, the champ has to beat you once. And that's really
Can you imagine Tony Schiavone coming up and going, all right, here's our AEW match where you got to beat the champ twice, and the champ's got to beat you once, and then just do it. But also, too, they put the tag belt, or they put the TNT belt on
Ciampa.
Tommaso Ciampa, right out the gate.
His debut match.
Yep.
Most of the time, it's they get squashed, coming into the company, but they've
Well, what I would do is I'd keep Ciampa on Saturday night and just have him be the champ of that show.
Brings them some star power that people will recognize.
Yeah. But, I mean, I saw people saying, well, he won the TNT title. That's he was chasing the United States Championship. It's the same level. I'm like, yeah, and so are 3 other belts that are all... So is the National, International, Continental, and TNT. Does the TNT still hold weight as the secondary belt in that company, or is it those other 3?
No, I think it's the same as WWE, where you got the AAA title, the Intercontinental, the USA.
Those are all on NXT. The Intercontinental is on Raw. The United States is on SmackDown.
Okay, they have 4 shows.
This is the same 4 titles are on both of their shows. TNT, National, Continental, International. Which I don't even know who the International Champion is right now.
There's still an International Champion? Yeah, Okada is the International
Well, there was
champion.
the Unified, then he lost, so it went back to the International.
Continental.
No, both. Continental and International made Unified. Yeah.
But then it's split.
It's fucking confusing. But, yeah, good for Ciampa. I like Ciampa. I hope he does well, which he will. I think Ciampa is way better than, when they brought Ricochet over. Ricochet can't cut a promo. Ciampa can. Ciampa cuts good promos.
Evil, crazy Ciampa's best Ciampa. Especially when he's got a goldie, that he can,
I think he'll be somebody that they'll have a hard time sort of putting on the back burner or squashing like they do with other WWE talents, because I think he's good. And isn't it funny how much bigger he looks on that show?
Yeah,
that's because everyone's small guys.
So yeah, they did that. But yeah, your title eliminator theory, 2 of them were they did 2 eliminators and 2 people won. And then 2 guys tried to murder Darby Allin. They had to do another murder angle last night. So Darby Allin at the start of the show was skateboarding to the arena. I don't know where he was coming from, but he was skateboarding down. He was skateboarding down a road. Gabe Kidd and another guy from New Japan that I didn't know who he was jumped him, beat him up, threw him in the trunk of the car. drove out to the middle of the desert in Utah, or yeah, they were in Vegas, put him in a body bag, beat him up again, and then dragged him for 4 miles, and then they left his body for dead out in the middle of the heat, and that's where they left Darby. I'm like, is no one calling the police? They're gonna try and kill this guy. This is all they do with Darby, though, is everyone wants to murder him. He goes nowhere.
He must be a real jerk.
I mean, think about him. He fought every member of the Death Riders and finally beat all of them. That went nowhere. Now he's just fighting New Japan guys, doing body bag things. This guy can't do anything else but murder angles. That's all he can do. People who say he's the next thing are fucking full of shit. Because he's a goof, is what Darby Allin is. I used to kind of like Darby Allin. Now I think he's a goof. But
What?
that's just me. Other than that, yeah, there was not much else happening there. Just that. No Mercedes. She's still in therapy or wherever she went. All right. Anything else, Justin? Breaking news.
I did just see. I don't know if anybody else is familiar with the video game Baldur's Gate 3.
Yep.
It's a very D&D-esque MMO type game. Really popular. Big storyline. And it was just announced that one of the co-creators of the Last of Us series is going to be working on a Baldur's Gate show for HBO. And it's actually going to take place after the events of Baldur's Gate 3. So there'll be some characters from the game that come forward, and then there'll be some new characters introduced. But yeah, it's a really popular video game, so this could be another big like sci-fi, or not sci-fi, but kind of fantasy type game or a show for HBO.
Okay. There you go.
Baldur.
All right.
Burgers game.
Someone take us out.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, invite, tell your friends, tell everybody. Check us out on all our social media platforms. Give us a like on YouTube. Watch some videos. Get the word out. Tell your friends. We've been doing this a while, and we'd appreciate your help getting the word out for us. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
All right, later.
Later.
See you.
Whatever my mouse is. There it is.